Is this you? Are you a sad little shinobi that can't beat Demon of Hatred? Do you know what this is? Are you ashamed? Do you want to be better? Well, if I do my job with this guide, then it'll make you better. If you're struggling with Demon, you've been stomped on a million times, hit by his fireballs, and don't know what's going on. That's okay. This guide will not teach you how to beat him, it'll teach you how to destroy him. And beat him hitless if you want to. I've beaten him on New Game +7 hitless, and New Game Attack Power 1 sword only. If you don't know what that means, I fought him for over 26 minutes using only Kusabi Maru. I cover prosthetics and sword-only options for all of his moves. Then teach you how to wrap your head around the entire fight so that there's no more confusion. Demon might feel like a clown fiesta of a boss fight, but he has 3 distinct categories of moves. Close range moves, mid-range moves, and long-range moves. If you're dying, it's because you aren't keeping up with the changes in distance, and you don't know what moves to expect from each one. So that's what I'm going to teach you. Whenever Demon decides to hopscotch in your vicinity, your neurons will activate. You will become a sleeper agent, activated by a red boy jumping, with total clarity on countering his next move. You'll see a child hop up a curb in real life and be ready for Demon of Hatred moves, and you will demolish him, okay? That's what we're going for. If you do use items, I recommend Ceremonial Tanto and Yashiriku's for extra damage. You can use Divine Confetti for even more damage. Wait, Divine Confetti? In this economy? Use whatever items you want, they don't matter compared to knowing the fight, and I hate farming for them. The best prosthetics for this fight are Suzaku's Lotus Umbrella, aka Fire Umbrella, and the Malcontent Finger Whistle. Demon's left arm deals fire damage that can't be deflected with your sword. Fire Umbrella can deflect these moves while doing tons of damage in return if you have the Projected Force skill. Malcontent stuns Demon and lets you deal massive damage. It only affects him 3 times in the whole fight, so it's a common strategy to use it 3 times in phase 3 to wrap it up quickly. Now, let's get into the fight itself. As a quick note, every so often, you will stagger him. After staggering him, you can punish with 5 hits. If you can't attack him immediately once you stagger him, only hit him 2 or 3 times instead. These are his close range attacks. He has 2 stomps, 2 headbutts, a dive bomb, and a sweep. He also has 2 jumps that aren't attacks but change the range of the fight. As I said earlier, identifying these jumps is very important. I give you ways to deflect each move, and then give you the raw audio so you can clearly hear and see the timing. Sound in Sekiro is invaluable. Focus on and memorize the time between animations starting and the deflect sounds. The big stomp has a long windup. After deflecting the big stomp with your sword, you can punish by immediately jumping and attacking. Do 2 air attacks and 1 ground attack. To dodge the big stomp, you need to move towards him and around him. If you aren't close to him, it can still hit you. I also recommend dodging to give yourself more cushion. Punish with 3 attacks. For extra damage, you can deflect it with Umbrella. Punish with Projected Force. The 2 small stomps are faster and will catch you if you're going for too many hits at once. These can be dodged, but I prefer deflecting them. Punish with 2 hits. If you use Umbrella, punish with Projected Force. If you're underneath his head, he might try to headbutt you. You can deflect or dodge them. Here are the timings for each one. Dodging to the right is the safest method because his right arm has a weird hitbox. For the dive bomb, he'll jump straight up after a delay. As soon as he leaves the ground, you need to run away. Grapple back to him and punish. If he sweeps, jump straight up and it will miss. Jumping straight up is important and we'll cover why later. You can do 1 mid-air attack as he runs by. And then he has his mid-range jump and his long-range jump. So that covers the close range moves. Now we'll go over what to do in mid-range. For mid-range, he has 2 shoves, the 4-hit combo, tackle, multi-swipe, any close range move, and 2 phase 3 sweeps. It looks like a lot, but stick with me, you're doing great. Whenever he jumps away like this, walk towards him slowly to be ready for his next move. So he's got two shoves. One shove is a swipe which can be dodged through. The second is like a palm thrust that can also be dodged through. Both can be dodged through and punished with 3 attacks in the exact same way. For the palm thrust, if you dodge it and stay in front of him, he'll do a pose where you can deal tons of damage. If you handle the palm thrust like this, the pose is guaranteed every single time. Now it's time for the 4-hit combo. If you were to take anything away from this guide, it's this part. You know this move? Or this move? Or this move? This is the infamous 4-hit combo. I've taught many people this fight, and this sequence always killed them the most. So now we're going to break it down so it never kills you again. This is the full combo and what it looks like. You should always expect it after he hops away. The combo is 1. Firearm swing, 2. Firearm backhand, 3. Stomp, 4. Firearm uppercut. You'll know he's using the 4-hit combo when he puts his left arm up like this. Before the 4th hit, his left arm lights up, so that's your sign to deflect. Hits 1 and 4 of the combo deal fire damage, which can't be deflected by your sword. Umbrella is super useful here, or you can dodge through it. Now that you understand what he's doing, here's 3 ways to handle the combo. That dodging method you just saw is very popular, but I'm not experienced with it. Right after he jumps, sprinting at him to the right will make a lot of his moves miss. For me, the slow walk-up's more comfortable and it gives you the shove post-punish. Do whichever's more comfortable, I just can't teach the dodging well. His tackle's fast, but can be dodged just like a shove. By walking up, I'm never caught off guard. 3 hits to punish. His multi-swipe has a huge windup, and if you get close, it can't hit you. You can also use this move from long range, where you should only approach once it's finished, but ideally you get close quickly for free damage. While approaching him, you might not use a mid-range move and use a close range move instead. Be ready for any of them. Once you reach phase 3, he sweeps in a circle 3 times. If you're fast enough, you can run out of its range, but be careful because of the fire it leaves on the ground. Jump over the 1st and 3rd sweeps. Stay on the ground for the 2nd. It might still hit you if the ground's uneven. In phase 3, he can also do 2 normal sweeps back to back. Jump twice, and if you can reach him, punish with a couple hits. So now we've covered what to do in close range and what to do in mid-range after he hops away from you. The final piece is long range. Then I demonstrate this entire guide by fighting him hitless with live commentary. Once you understand his long range moves, you know how to get back to close range from anywhere, and nothing will stop you from winning. So let's go over the fireball volley. It's this move. It's your favorite move. In phase 1, if you run at him immediately after he sweeps or jumps, the fireballs will virtually always miss, and you get free damage. There's an extremely small chance his sweep ends early and he throws the fireballs sooner than expected. If he does this, you'll die, but it's so unlikely, just run at him. I recommend jumping straight up because that ensures that you're not jumping away from where he's sweeping from and you will always have perfect timing. If you can't get close, bait out the fireballs before moving in. Here when I get to mid-range, I dodge through the shove and continue the fight. When phase 2 starts, he uses a new move where he slams the ground and sends a shockwave towards you. Strafe left or right and input jump right before he hits the ground. When you grapple in, he might use a close range move immediately, so don't attack too much. Here's the full sequence. The overhead slam is free damage with no thought required. Sprint straight at him and dodge to either side. For his phase 2 fireball seekers, they can only hit you if you're running towards him. If you strafe left or right, they can't hit you. For the leap slam, Demon does a big jump towards you and slams the ground. You can avoid this move by running anywhere that isn't directly underneath him. Alright, so I just covered his long range moves, but not what to do after each one. That's this section. From phase 2 onwards, getting close becomes more difficult. This is how we fought him so far. Identify, counter, attack. For long range, we identify, counter, approach. Once I dodge the Seekers, I'm still too far away. I approach while he finishes that animation, and strafe the instant he's done. This lets me dodge the fire volley easily. Then I stop sprinting to dodge the shove, and I'm back in close range. This piece completes the loop, and we've gone over the entire cycle of the fight. I just dumped a ton of information on you, and I'm sorry. But here's how we're going to put it all together. Get close, do damage, and counter some close range moves. If he hops, counter that single move, and get close again. Based on how far away he jumps, position accordingly to get back in close range, and keep hitting him. Rinse and repeat. Alright YouTube, I'm not a streamer and I'm not used to live commentary, so let's see how this goes. To start off the fight, I'm going to run straight at him, and remember, I'm looking for whenever he changes ranges on me. So we'll do a few hits, mid-range, hit right, okay, he does a close range move, we punish it. Dive bomb, one hit to punish it, back up, go back in, punish that, double stomp, 2 hits to punish, and he does a big jump, so we just run straight at him. The multi-swipe gives us more free damage, mid-range again. 3, 4, 5 hits for the stagger. We're ready for the big stomp, punish that, and we're back in mid-range. He does the swipe, we're ready for it, 3 more hits again. So the fireballs will miss, and we punish that with 4 hits. Mid-range, 4-hit combo. So it might be annoying when I keep calling out the mid-range, but that's what I'm thinking and that's what I'm looking out for, because whenever he does it, I know what move he's going to use, or I know what moves he has access to. So we're just going to run straight at him. And no matter what move he uses here, we can just hit him for free. Mid-range, 4-hit combo, we're ready for it. Mid-range again. Avoid the stomp. Ready for the sweep, and we sprint. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Approach carefully. I'll try to use the umbrella for the full combo the next time he uses it. So we're almost done with phase 1, but so far we're just seeing what close range moves he uses, countering, watching out for the mid-range, which is throwing the wrench and things, but we're ready for the wrench, and then we just keep going. So there's phase 1. We're going to back up. He's going to use the ground shockwave, so we're just going to strafe, get back in, and not attack him too many times once we land. So we'll go left. He runs away. So when he does this giant leap, if you sprint straight at him, in my experience, he doesn't use the ground shockwave. So if he sweeps away from you, you have to be careful. But if he does the long jump, you can still just run at him. Again, that's in my experience, but that's a lot of runs and a lot of kills. So here we're going to be careful. Yep, there it goes. Oh, so we'll do 2 hits, because I couldn't get on him right away. Alrighty. Now we're back in the flow. Mid-range again. Watching out for long range. He doesn't use it, but I can't just run at him safely. There it is. And we're back in. Mid-range. Dodge through the shove. Dive bomb. So if you run straight at him. Yep. Multi-swipe, free damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there is the umbrella punish. We strafe. Get back in. Mid-range again. What's it going to be? Tackle. Avoid the tackle. Avoid the shove. Now he's going to do the pose. I lost count, but it's 10 hits. And then he staggered in at 2. Big jump, run straight at him. And we're chilling. Avoiding the fire on the ground, avoiding the shove. 3 hits. 2 hits here. This is kind of an awkward distance. You might use the Seekers. Oh, he used the fireballs. So see where I wasn't sure? I just didn't sprint at him right away. So we're going to avoid these and then hopefully have enough space to move in. But I wasn't sure what move he was going to use there, so I didn't just run in. Because I could have gotten bamboozled. Up, and then unlucky, we're not close. 1, 2. Mid-range, 4 hit. First stomp misses, and we're on phase 3. So I don't like how uneven the map is here. I'm just running away from the triple sweep. So I was going to use long range moves now before I can get close. Before each move, I'm going to be trying to avoid it. Okay, just as a tackle. That simplifies it. Up, the double sweep. And I should be good to get close. Yeah, stomp. 3 hits to punish. Mid-range. Shove. Dive bomb. Watching out for the Shockwave. Yep. So the nice thing about the Shockwave is it gets you close right away. We'll do 4 hits here. Mid-range again. And he's doing the sweep. So jump. Staying on the ground. Jump again. Try to stay a little in front of him so you have room to see everything. 4-hit combo. Dodge through the final hit. 2 hits. Ready for the sweep. And then he's going to come right back. Big jump. Going to sprint at him. And it's safe. Up. 1, 2, 3. Probably could have gone 4 there, but don't want to risk it. Ready for the sweep. Shockwave. Close range move. I deflected that time. I don't think I was in a good spot to dodge that. Sweep again. It was a little off center for me, but it worked out. So we're just going to roll with it. Comes back. Okay, he's still in the fire. I did not want to run into the fire there. Mid-range again. Avoid the stomp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dive bomb. Back up. Shockwave. So I'm getting lucky that he's using these because I get to go back to close range for free. If he uses the Fire Seekers, there's a little more consideration with what he does after that, but so far so good. I'm gonna sprint straight at him. Overhead slam is free damage. Oh, and we get the stagger. I think this is it. Oh, we're not gonna be greedy. Okay, yeah, so no slam. We do the fireballs, we're not greedy, we don't get hit. Now he does the shockwave, and now we can go in. And we get him. So that'll cover the live commentary portion. I hope that was helpful. But again, just whatever move he's using, it's close range, I counter it. It's mid range, I see what he does, counter that to get back to close range. And if it's long range, I'm just avoiding his moves, moving in between them if there's more than one. And then I'm close again. So, hope that helped. Thanks for watching. And that'll do it. If you made it this far, I hope this guide helped you. It's my first one. Consider leaving a like. And if you don't play Sekiro, but this video helped numb the usual existential dread, consider leaving a like for that too. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. Take care.